This episode is brought to you by Leo Bato and Associates, ang realtor na patok. This episode is brought to you by Dr. Lourdes Capulong.
When you found out that you were gonna do South by Southwest, what was going through your head?
Oh my goodness. I even forgot that my profile was sent to South by because I didn't expect at all. And actually, my manager, Miss Odds, that's sitting right there, she submitted my profile, I think secretly, or, she's like, oh, by the way, I submitted to, South by South. And I'm just like, okay, never gonna happen. Just why not? And I just forgot about it for months. And when we got the invitation, I was just shocked. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know, like, what to do now. Like, we're invited, but like, how? How are we gonna do this? So it was a very big shock because obviously that's one of
No?
every artist's.
Top board yun
Yeah.
di ba? That's on the bucket list di ba?
Right. So I never thought that I'll be able to, play. And this timing after COVID,
Yeah.
it was just a shock, and I cried.
When you
several
found
days.
were you part of the you were not part of the original lineup, or were you part of the original lineup to go to South by Southwest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you found out that you were going, anong reaction nyo? When I say nyo, you, your mom, your dad. Because ako kung anak kita, I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah. Because none of us. Oh, mom has gone to the States, but she was like 18, so it was kind of it was really a shock. The first thing that sort of went to my head was like rehearsals,
Oh my God.
because I study
Yeah.
I study in Baguio now,
Ah,
so like I would go up to Baguio every Sunday night, have class
Yeah.
from Monday to Wednesday. I go down Thursday, have rehearsals with her
Grabe,
every
no?
Friday.
Yeah.
and then go back up again on
and,
Sunday.
and then have gigs with her like Saturday,
Yeah.
Sundays. Yeah, and then go back up. So that was like my life for a month.
Wow.
But we really needed Cairo because Cairo, well, I love, just backing tracks and all of that, but
Right.
me and Tim really focus on the drums because drums are like the
Lifeblood
base
yun,
of
yes.
everything, and I just really like, he's very skillful, but also his patch. I call it a patch,
that's
but
what Tim and
he had,
Ena call
yeah,
it.
because like we're producers, but like
His sound, no?
his sound that it has that.
That comes from how he plays.
Right, and
Organic yun eh.
it's very specific that we just think that it's perfect for my songs.
And you know what's
So-
nice about this guy? Because I've seen videos of this guy. Cairo, ang maganda sa'yo is the way you play is not machine-like, but it melds with machine, it melds with stems and all that, but it's very
much.
organic.
Thank you so much. That's that's the hope. Yeah. Well, especially for Ena's music, because the first time I heard, let's say, the album, everything was like MIDI machine, and that was kind of the struggle, like how to
Humanize.
how to humanize this, especially like when we sat down for rehearsals. Tim and I were, because Tim is a really great drummer as well, so both of us were working on the patterns and all that, and
Galing.
yeah, it was
Very
it was a-
specific.
very
no?
specific.
Yeah.
Everything was really intentional. Like every
Yeah.
every hit. to the show.
Kinikilabutan. Everything is very intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Ang
the
life nyo ba
mindsets.
ganun din? Like,
Not really.
Hopefully, hopefully we hope. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
not really.
But we're very particular, especially for the drums,
Especially for
because
drums,
everything else is backing track. So
Yeah,
it's, well, obviously there's production and all of
Yes.
that, but it's lifeless. It's the same every single time, every single
Yeah.
event.
so it's
So-
your voice, I'm sorry, your voice and his drums sandwiching the stems, right?
Right.
So yung buhay manggagaling, it's gonna come from your voice, it's gonna come from his
Right.
playing.
Right. So it's very and then when Tim's here, he plays the keys. So we
Not just
try to
keys.
be not just keys, a lot of things. But we try to be intentional, especially for drums, and also which part to play
Yeah.
and which part not to play.
Yes.
Even to the point of like how to hit
Yeah,
like, in
yeah.
specific sections.
Yeah.
Tim
Just
was
to
very,
create, just to get the sound that
yeah,
like shuffles.
shuffle
shuffle
grooves
feels.
are very particular.
Very particular, yeah.
Even like buying the perfect clap stack
Yeah,
to complement the electronic feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what's in your kit, if you don't mind? So there's a basic kit. Tapos,
basic kit, yeah. I use a 20-inch EFX Crash, 23-inch Sweet Ride. They're all like hand-me-downs from Dad, but
That's
I really
fine,
love.
yeah.
I really love because
I'm jealous. Very jealous.
How about the electronics part? What do you use?
just an SPD.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have a clap stack on my left and a remote hi-hat, the 10-inch.
Yeah.
On my
Sarap.
right, special recording.
Ikaw, ito,
But for tour, there was a lot. Like I had a djembe. I had
Yeah, you had the
Ah.
djembe. We also had like a brush.
Yeah, I had brushes.
Yeah, for just
uh,
4 bars.
just for 4
ikaw,
bars.
ikaw ba, Ena, do you appreciate the fact that this awesome drummer, si Cairo, is very articulated even with the gear that he brings?
Oh yes, we're always surprised. Me and Tim, we're always surprised. Like, oh my goodness, you have this? Because like I remember, I was asking. I think it was like a siren because I wanted like a siren in one of the songs, and then he was like, "Oh, I think I have 2 or something like that." Like,
Sorry. I know, like even
or-
the maracas.
oh yeah,
or, like, the
maracas.
shake-
I was like, wait, maybe we can try with the
like,
maracas.
shakers or
And then
something. And then
he was
I
like, "What
I
color?"
have 3 different kinds of
I was just like,
shakers.
"Oh my goodness."
Because
Okay.
Dad has a lot, right? Because of the drum circle
The
business.
storage.
Yes, the drum circle,
So
yeah.
The storage
every time,
room.
Like, the first time
Yeah.
Tim and Ena went to the house, I brought them to the room and they're like, "What is this?"
Do you make
place?"
paalam? No.
Wow.
Sometimes.